An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Powell again, Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, I was able to catch up with Lane Kiffin before the game. Anytime the Big Ten takes on the SEC, it is more than just about this game. It is about bragging rights and who is the most dominant conference. We'll find out today, guys. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Davison. Slips through the line. He stopped right there. Oh, he might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. There he goes. Inside the 50. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Ducks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Davison. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop it.
They're all over it. Buried before he could blink.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot. In the opening drive of the game, they get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line. And on 2nd down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
They'll start on the ground with Durham. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Johnson. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. From the gun, it's Davison. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. The give to the back. Got some green grass. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On the run, it's Davison. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They're going to ride. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Brown. Runs through a man. He might have space. The 40. Ripping through the defense. The tag. Touchdown LSU. Oh, into the end zone, and this crowd was hitting it up.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Deep in the end zone, it's Hill. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be.
Of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Moore will throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Going to try to get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
They call third down money down for a reason. Like second down, they get the sack, put them in a situation where it's an upfield and make some extra yards after the catch.
2nd and long here. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Going over the top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defenders staying right by the receiver, the intended target, and as a result, that ball's incomplete.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. They'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Unloads in the nick of time.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To throw, it's Levitt. Looking for the score. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Past the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the touchdown. Ducks. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to the big tight end. Left side is screen. And the Ducks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tigers sending out their offense, ready to get this drive started. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. LSU right back to the line. Off play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on fourth down. Got to make the play on fourth. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Defense there before he could really get going. He was a whirling dervish. A lot of work for that 4-yard gain. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Moore with the play fake. Out wide left, it's Davison. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harris. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet. But I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Brown. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. the face of the contact.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Fires to the wideout, and he gets rid of it.
This is going to be tough sledding for this quarterback now. You're trailing, you're in the second half. Defense knows you've got to throw it. You're going to have to sit in the pocket under duress and start making throws in tight windows. It's not an easy situation.
Runs through a man. He might have some space. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
On the return, it's Davison. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Now they'll try the right side. Enough to move the chains. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. A first down for the offense. They'll give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
At the 45, on his way. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's changing the play. Dante Moore. He lofts one down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll send the back in motion. Moore to the air. Right side, it's Davison. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. In the gun on 3rd down, Moore. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Past the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on 3rd down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge 3rd down conversion for this offense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And he's knocked down. They'll mark it at the 15. It's a first down in the red zone. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Davison. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. Trying to bully their way in. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. To the air, it's Levin. Out wide right, it's Green. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher ranked
There is no more picturesque stadium in all of sports than the Rose Bowl. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the UCLA Bruins. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame he has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. The 50. He's inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
As a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Left side, it's Knight. Makes the catch, and he's free. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Now, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. This time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
Throwing, Iamaleava. The sure hands, it's Knight. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top on second down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, no secret, this guy was a big part of their key to success. Already 2 catches on the opening drive, and they go back to him again. This time the defense is in better position, and they force the incompletion.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Bruins. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. I can't imagine that going any better.
What a great start for this offense. Opening drive, come out, have success. You know, most offensive coordinators script their first 5 to 10 plays. Looks like that script worked pretty well.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right there.
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Boy, you talk about playing with fire, man. That was really, really close to being a safety, and that is exactly what you want to do. When they're backed up in this black zone, man, you want to be aggressive. You want to try to go get some points. They were aggressive. They got to him, got him on the ground, and Palmer, that could have been a really bad start to this football game.
Yeah, great job by the defense. Now, if you're this quarterback, you need to have a...
There he goes to the left. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Dogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And man, did they cover that ground in a flash. A 95-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the right. At the 35, he's got room. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Iamaleava throws to the wideout. Picked off! What a play by this defense!
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. They'll move the tight end. Hands it off. Shakes off the defender. He's past the sticks. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Georgia. Great job by the back on the option.
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Boy, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sideline's going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll take it himself. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Long incompletions are okay. We got to take shots. You got to make big plays in college football. I love that you're taking shots. Keep taking them. Some of those are going to come home. Some of them are.
4th and inches. The offense will stay on the field. Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, 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 the dog pound. Run the football, be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter as we get a look at the numbers so far. First play of the period, first down here. Send the tight end in motion. On first down, Nate Frazier. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. All over him immediately.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Moving the pocket, it's Stockton. Unloads it left. And the missed connection on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Throwing, Iamaleava. Moving out to the right. Turning it on. Past the 50. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's second and 2. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Fires left. Got his man downfield. All the way! Touchdown, UCLA!
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And he's going to bring this one out. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
And the point after is good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Iamaleava gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And he scurries out of bounds and wisely avoids taking the big hit. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second down coming up. Hits inside, it's Knight. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun on third down, Iamaleava just gets rid of that one.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Fourth down, Iamaleava. It's a seam wide open. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Tough run here. It's Knight. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keeps it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Rush is on. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
Iamaleava to throw for it on fourth. Finds him out of the backfield, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bruins!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Sets his feet. It's Stockton. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Motion from the wide receiver. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's going to run it. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Caught at the 45 on his way. Pulled to the ground. And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Right side, it's Frazier. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed, you know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back, get it into his hands quickly, let him go pick up the first.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Rush right in his face. Out wide left, it's Humphries. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. One more snap coming before halftime. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Look out. Oh, he's got some space. That's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. The Bruins will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw it, Stockton. Under pressure. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Straight ahead, it's Phillips. Driven back.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. The defense set them up with a turnover, and now to try to cash it in. Throwing, Imaliava. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Knight. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The run inside. It's Phillips. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Quick give. It's Frazier. He's past the marker. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
On 1st down, Nate Frazier.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Here's a give to Frazier. Defense all over it.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this crowd trying to give its defense some energy in a clutch spot. Left side is Humphries. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The defense quickly calls a timeout, trying to save as much clock as possible. $1:57 left.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Changing the routes with his receiver. To the air, it's Stockton. They're all over him. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
It's the fourth quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game.
GG, pussy.
Chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Clock has stopped. Timeout has been called by UCLA. It's their 2nd. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Frazier again. Just smothered on the play. The Bruins choose to use their final timeout here. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession to give yourself a chance to win.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.